Anyway, joining us now is her opponent in this race. Matt Van Epps is with us. He's running for the Tennessee 7th District, along with the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, who has been out there supporting him. Welcome both of you to the program. Mike Van Epps, is there anything that I'm missing from her record? Because I don't know. I think it's a little odd to say you hate Nashville and you want to represent Nashville and you want to dissolve the police in Nashville, and that she admits she's radical and she believes, good morning to the Americans, believing in burning down police stations is justified. And I hate country music, which I happen to love.
Hey, Sean. Well, thanks for having me on. Matt Van Epps here. I mean, you're absolutely right. This is extreme. It's radical. In her own words, she's very radical. She wants new and higher taxes to fund her socialist agenda that will skyrocket our cost of living. She's been endorsed by the Democratic Socialists of America. She endorsed Mamdani in New York City. I mean, we're talking about someone who is very far left, and the contrast here could not be more clear. I'm a West Point grad, was an Army combat helicopter pilot. I flew Apaches and then Chinooks with the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment out of Fort Campbell. Went on to be a small business leader, served in state government, most recently as the commissioner of the Tennessee Department of General Services. And I'm still serving in the Tennessee Army National Guard today as a lieutenant colonel. And the distinction here could not be more clear. We support law enforcement. I back the blue. Chiefs and sheriffs were some of the first groups that we met with in the primary. Just met with them again a couple of weeks ago about how we can best support our law enforcement who put their lives on the line every single day to protect our communities and our country. And so that's what we stand for, as opposed to our radical opponent.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker Johnson, great to have you as well. In many ways, the media, in my view, has been trying to boost the candidacy of this radical, which in a really strange way, I think is a good thing, because now I think the people of Nashville have, by the time they go to the polls tomorrow, will be fully aware of how insane and radicalized this Democrat is. And that gives me confidence that a lot of people will show up tomorrow and say no to this. But with that said, I think fear of losing in an election is a good thing. I want the people of Nashville to understand there's a lot at stake here.
Sean, you're exactly right. Thanks for having us. I'm here in Tennessee with Matt. We're campaigning all day because this is a fateful election tomorrow. It really is for the future of the whole country. It's not just about Tennessee's 7th District. It's about what direction we're headed as a country, because as you know, we have a razor thin margin. We cannot afford to have a far left Mamdani-like Marxist liberal come and represent a district from Tennessee. So we absolutely have to win this one. You said some of her crazy positions. It's even worse. I mean, not only is she for defunding the police and abolishing prisons, and she endorsed burning down police stations, she bragged about bullying ICE agents, when they're facing threats like never before. She also said she's not in line with Tennessee values at all. Okay. This lady said she feels uncomfortable around colleagues who pray. She brought a transgender reverend to the Tennessee legislature. She pushes DEI. She believes men can give birth, Sean. These are her public positions. You could play the greatest hits all day long. Everybody needs to understand this is a special election, and they are special by design. Voter turnout is typically low. We cannot take this for granted. Even though this is a deep red district, we need every single person to go out and vote tomorrow.
Look, I have an attachment to the area. I don't know if you know this, Matt, but years ago, you might not have been born yet. In 1990 to 92, I was a local host in Huntsville, Alabama. I was on a big 50,000 watt stick at the time. And I just was a local radio guy, but I would spend many weekends in Nashville. I've come to love that city. I love Music Row. One of the great honors of my life is I hosted the Grand Ole Opry. And I have such a special place in my heart for the people in Nashville, salt of the earth. Do you feel people have gotten the message about how insane these views are? Has it gotten out?
Sean, I think it has. And I was young at that time, but I was alive back then. And but I think it has gotten out. We've seen really good results in early voting, and we're up right now. But we need everyone to put the jersey on, get on the field, and get out and vote for us tomorrow. It's so critical. I love Nashville. I live in Nashville. I met my
Well, imagine that, a candidate that's running in a district that they love, in a city that they love, for people that they love and agree with, that doesn't want the city taken over by radicals. What a shock.
Absolutely. I met my wife on Broadway. We're raising our family there. It's in addition to the other 13 counties. Nashville, Davidson County is great, but we have such an amazing district across the 14 counties, and we'll serve for those folks to represent them, our families, our farmers, hardworking folks that we're going to work to make their lives better. That's what we have to do, and there are communities that I love and will be honored to represent.
You know, I used to go to Nashville. I lived right next to Highway 65. You go up north and I'd be in Nashville in less than an hour. It was great. And I used to go there all the time. Speaker Johnson, and I got to tell you something. It's one of the most beautiful cities, and you have some of the nicest people. I hope that there is a great get out the vote effort tomorrow. And my message to the people of Nashville, and I want yours, is take this election seriously. And this is a preview of what I'm going to be saying all next year. That this is going to be the most important midterm election in our lifetime. And you have to defy historical trends for Republicans to stay in power. And Democrats, have become so radicalized. It's hard to believe they even ran a candidate like this.
It really is hard to believe. Sean, you and I love Nashville and Tennessee far more than this far-left candidate running against our friend Matt Van Epps. But I'll tell you, this is a special election is perilous because, our voters tend to be blue-collar workers, hardworking Americans. They don't typically vote as frequently in midterm or special elections. And meanwhile, Matt is running against this radical liberal. She's an organizer. So Democrats have spent millions of dollars in this district. I mean, they are trying to steal this seat away, and we cannot take it for granted. So, Sean, I'm so grateful you're helping us draw attention to this. The president called us a few hours ago. We were on a big stage at a rally this morning, and I called him on my phone. Fox News broadcast it live when I was talking to him, and he was revving the crowd up. He's going to do a telephone town hall tonight, and with the technology, we can get 40, 50,000 people on one call with Matt and the president to talk about the importance of this race. But it is for all the marbles. And as far left as his opponent is, Matt is a perfect fit. Van Epps is a perfect fit for Tennessee. He's a husband, a dad, America First patriot, a combat veteran, West Point graduate, lieutenant colonel in the Tennessee Army National Guard. He's a helicopter pilot, air mission commander, Army Special Operations. He served in a statewide office. You cannot get a better patriot to reflect Tennessee values in Nashville and all the surrounding counties in Congress. We need them desperately.
We do need him desperately. Quick break, more with Speaker Mike Johnson and also Matt Van Epps. He is in a runoff election tomorrow. This is critical against a radical, hardcore, extreme leftist. His military background is beyond impressive. Matt Van Epps, every vote in and around Nashville. Can you imagine running against somebody, again, that says in Nashville they hate country music and they hate the city? That's what's on the ballot in Nashville tomorrow. All right, we continue now with Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. Also joining us, Matt Van Epps. He is running for Tennessee's 7th District. This is a critical seat to hold on to for the Republicans, running against a radical leftist who's saying she hates her district, hates being around Christians praying, that supports not only defund the police, but, says good morning to 54% of Americans that she believes burning down a police station is justified. Can't believe we're even having this discussion. My message to everybody that hears my voice in Nashville, please, I want you to call your friends, your family, talk to your coworkers, your neighbors, everybody in your life, and tell them this is a tipping point for Nashville. Do not allow Nashville to get Mamdani'd. I can't believe I'm even saying that, but this woman is to the left of Mamdani. It doesn't get any worse than that. Total. How would you ever elect somebody that says they hate your city? How would you ever elect somebody in Nashville that hates country music and is uncomfortable around people with Christian values, that, says good morning to the 54% of Americans that want to burn down a police station, because it's justified? Because that's what you'd be allowing to happen in Nashville. So I hope this is enough to energize the people in Nashville to go out in mass tomorrow. It is. I want a massive victory, a massive turnout tomorrow for the people in Nashville. And you know, I can't think of a bigger choice election than what's going on down there. And this is what we're going to be facing. I think, Mr. Speaker, you'd agree in 26.
Absolutely. And President Trump needs 4 full years of a majority so he can continue to fix the high costs and open borders and the mess that's left behind by Biden and Harris and the Democrats. And, you know, the Democrats in Congress shut down government for 43 days just for leverage. If they were able to win here and next year, they'd shut America down for 2 years with impeachment and obstruction, inflation, open borders, just total chaos. We cannot let that happen, and every single vote's going to count.
You know, I've been telling this audience that this is going to be the most important midterm in our lifetime. Matt, your last word to the people that do listen to us in Nashville, and I hope they're hearing us loud and clear. I hope they understand the choice that is before them tomorrow.
Well, Sean, thank you so much for amplifying our message. I need everyone to get out. For more information, my website's matt4tn.com. That's Matt, F-O-R-T-N.com. They can find their polling location. They can find information about the election so they can get out tomorrow. There might be a little bit of bad weather, but that's okay. They need to be safe, make a plan, get out there. We need every single vote and would be honored to have it.
We appreciate you. Your background is impeccable, very inspiring. Matt Van Epps, we're going to be watching closely tomorrow. We'll cover this on TV tonight as well. We appreciate you being with us. Speaker Johnson, we always appreciate you being with us. Thanks for being out on the road. And as you're out there in and about and around Nashville, tell everybody I send my regards, and I hope they're all out voting tomorrow. Thank you both for being with us.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.